Namaskaram and welcome to Mini's Motivational Astrology channel. Friends, today we are going to know more about child's birth calculation. In marriage matching, whenever a couple or a male or female would like to get married, per Vedic system, whenever we see marriage matching details, the primary importance is given to child's birth calculation. Why? Every couple wants to have a child, right? So it is very, very important to know that whether the couple will be able to produce a happy and healthy child. So in today's video, we are going to know more about child's birth calculation in detail. Come, let's have the discussion. Friends, whenever we need to do a child's birth calculation matching for a couple, there are 5 things we need to look at as a primary factor. The first thing we have to look at is Mahendra Purata. This is done on the basis of nakshatra, male nakshatra and female nakshatra. We have few calculations that will tell us the compatibility that will make us eligible for this Mahendra Purata. And why we do this Mahendra Purata? This Mahendra Purata will tell us whether the male and female will have a compatible and lovable life, or will they be able to live a long life, and whether they will be able to have the basic eligibility to produce a child. So these are the 3 major factors that can be determined by the Mahendra Purata's calculation. How this calculation is performed, it's very basic. Basic rule is from female nakshatra, male nakshatra should be situated in the place of 4th, 7th, 10th, 13th, 16th, 22 or 25. These are very basic. There are so many internal and in-depth calculations for this. There are even rules that gets voided. But to start with, to see a basic comparison of a male and female horoscope for a marital life, we need to have this Mahendra Purata, and this rule should be eligible for the couple to produce a good and healthy baby. Now, if let's say this is not matching, then we have to at least have Rasi Purata matched. Rasi Purata is done on the basis of Rasi of the male and the female. For example, Rasi is like Leo, Scorpio, Leo, those are Rasis. So let's say male Rasi should be compatible with female Rasi, and even though there are various factors this particular Rasi Purata represents, however, one big support that Rasi Purata can help us determine is that whether this couple will be having a healthy child. So if this particular Mahendra Purata is not matching, then at least Rasi Purata should match. Let's say these two are not matching now. Then the third thing that we need to look at is Mara Purata. Mara Purata is very, very important factor. It carries very, very important factor. That is, it represents Vamsa Vritti. We call it as next generation. Whether the couple will be able to produce a next healthy generation. That very basic and very important rule is being performed by calculating this Mara Purata. Mara is nothing but tree. Mara in Tamil is nothing but tree. Tree is something different, right? Why a tree Purata we have to look for marriage matching or child's birth in astrology? That's what you people would have been thinking right now. But ideally, Vedic system has assigned every nakshatra to a tree. Let's say male nakshatra or a female nakshatra is assigned to a tree, and at least one person's tree should be a milk producing tree. The tree should be, when you break the tree or when you break the leaf or when you pluck the fruit, it should have milk in it. There should be drops of milk in it. You would have seen trees that will be letting milk out of it. Those kind of trees should be assigned to either male or female. These are not something we are assigning. These are already written. For every nakshatra, there are trees assigned. But when we are seeing marriage matching, at least male or female's nakshatra should belong to a milk producing tree. Then only this couple will be able to, or this couple will be blessed to produce a very good and healthy child. This is another major aspect. Out of these three, at least one should match. If either of them are not matching, then it is not good to produce further with the marriage. If at least one is matching, then we have to look at Vasya Purta. Vasya Purta is the Purta that will determine the compatibility in a love and sexual relationship. So it is interlinked to the basic attraction, physical attraction of the body, and also it determines whether the couple will be able to help each other even in tough time. Let's say the couple had a very bad time and lost all the money, whether the male will be able to support female, female will be able to support male, and whether they will be giving hand in hand in every situation, let it be happy, let it be sad, whether they will be together for lifelong. That's what it's majorly determined by Vasya Purta. So this particular Purta doesn't only determine the physical attraction, but physical attraction is the main one, but it also determines various other factors that tell us whether the couple will be compatible. So this is major one we have to look at. And another one is Yoni Purta. This directly denotes sexual compatibility, whether the couple will be able to have a healthy and happy and satisfied sexual life. So if these five are matching, then it is super good to go for a marital life. If any on the top three, any one in top three is matching, then we can go and check in fourth and fifth point. And if they are matching, then it's good to go. If none of the above is matching or none of the top three is matching, then it's not advised to proceed with the marriage. Let's say if only one is matching out of the top three and these two, I mean, obviously these are interlinked, it will fall and it will, if in these three at least one is matching, these two will fall in place automatically. It will come like, mediocre, at least mediocre matching will come. So you don't have to worry about these too much. But in these top three, at least one should match, and then you can go and check these two to proceed with a marriage. I mean, to proceed with a marriage for a male and female. These are the top 5 points that will help us to determine whether the child's birth will be blessed for this couple or not. And let's keep these 5 points aside. The major one thing that is mandatory before even seeing these things, the major one thing that is mandatory is Rajju Purta. Rajju Purta is the major factor that will determine Dirgha Sumangli Bhagyam for the female. What is Dirgha Sumangli Bhagyam? Whenever a male and female get married, we call the female as Sumangli. Sumangli means, she will be having her husband long lived, and the female will be dying before the male. That particular female is known as Sumangli, who will remain Sumangli till her death. That's what is determined with this Rajju Purta. So whenever a marriage matching is calculated, if Rajju Purta is not there, this is done with the nakshatra of boy and girl. If this is not there, then there is no point in doing any of these matching at all. Then here only we have to stop the marriage matching. And then if these things, all things are good to go and matching and or balanced, then the important factor we need to look at is the individual horoscope, because we would have heard people saying we have seen horoscope, we have seen matching before marriage, but still our marriage got failed. Why that is happening? It's because we are not seeing the individual horoscope. We are just seeing the marriage matching, which is done on the basis of just Rasi and Nakshatra. And thousands of people will be having the same Rasi and Nakshatra. It doesn't mean that all the people with same Rasi and Nakshatra will be having the similar lifestyle, right? So accordingly, if you are getting married only based on the Rasi and Nakshatra matching, it will not tell you whether you will be able to live a very happy life or whether you will be able to have a compatible partner. The major thing that we need to see is individual horoscope analysis of the male and female before getting married. And in that, Particularly for marriage, we have to see the second bhava, fifth bhava, seventh bhava, and 12th bhava in the horoscope. Second bhava denotes family place, fifth bhava denotes the child's birth, and also your purva punya karma, that your previous birth karma is also calculated here. Seventh bhava denotes your marital life, 12th bhava denotes your sexual life. So these things are interlinked. So without seeing your individual horoscope, without seeing the compatibility of male and female horoscope separately, it's not advisable to step into the next step of the marriage aspect. So the primary basic factor is the Puratam, that is the 10 Purata. Out of this 5 Purata are interlinked with child's birth, and then Raju Purata is mandatory for marriage, and then your individual analysis of horoscope is needed and matching is needed whenever you take any huge and severe decisions in your life. So any decision, it can be a marriage, it can be a job change, it can be any kind of major decision in your life, you definitely need an individual horoscope analysis. So hope these things are informative to you today. Hope you liked it as well. If you like it, please give a thumbs up. Please like, share and subscribe. And if you would like to see your horoscope analysis individually, you can kindly contact us on the WhatsApp number given in this video. This is Minnie signing off. Take care. Bye-bye.